October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, a time to acknowledge survivors and to be a voice for victims. According to stats from the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, an average of 20 people are physically abused by intimate partners every minute, which is more than 10 million abuse victims every year. Here in Pima County, the Domestic Violence Task Force goes out to round up domestic violence offenders who have failed to show up in court. News 4 Tucson's Lupita Murillo rode along with these officers to see what they encounter when they're on the hunt.
For over a decade, there's one detective who's led these task force roundups, and he's here to help the victims.
Okay, patrol's going to lead in. Team 1, let's suit up and ready to go.
And he's here to help the victims. His name is Detective Mike Buglewitz.
310.
He's coordinating 60 officers from several law enforcement agencies.
I want to make sure everyone's safe. I want to make sure everyone gets home okay. Domestic violence warrants are a dangerous game.
Sheriff's Department, come to the front door. Sheriff's Department, come to the front door.
Every time we start off on one of these, I feel the same every morning. But hopefully, we'll get out there and get some people in custody and get some warrants taken care of and get some resolutions for the victims of domestic violence.
And it's the victims of domestic violence Detective Buglewitz is working for. After working the unit for over a decade, he saw some deficiencies in the way the order of protections worked. Last year, he testified before the state legislature and with the help of then State Senator Victoria Steele, got 2 pieces of legislation passed last year.
This is good policy. This is one of the most important things to come out of the legislature in a long, long time.
We were able to get orders of protection extended from 1 year to 2 years now. So the victim doesn't have to be responsible to try to know where their offender is every year.
They were also able to get the emergency orders of protection extended. He says a crucial piece to help protect victims.
From 3 days that they're now good for 7 calendar days.
Fabian Pacheco is the chief of detectives at the Pima County Attorney's Office. He says it's important for victims to know.
You're not alone. You have law enforcement on your side. We're going to continue to fight for you, and we're going to continue to look for these offenders and bring them to justice.
Last month, the legislation Detective Buglewitz helped pass was enacted.
We got it done, and I was, one person's voice can make a difference.
Buglewitz is ready to turn the reins over to another detective next year, and he says he knows the task force will be in good hands, and he also knows he's made a difference. Reporting from the South Side, Lupita Murillo, News 4 Tucson.